Hello, this is Titanosaurus Productions, and welcome to Cancelled Kaiju Film Fridays, where we look at giant monster movies that were sadly never made. And today's episode is Gamera's Last Hurrah, Gamera vs. Wyvern. Now, Gamera wanted to go out with a bang, and by that, I mean they wanted to, create this movie for Gamera, where he fought this giant two-headed monster named Wyvern, who was silver in color. And basically Daiei wanted to create their own version of King Ghidorah, or Ghidra, depending on how you like to pronounce it. And since Ghidorah was such a popular monster, they wanted to make their own Ghidorah. So they decided to create Wyvern, which is basically second place Ghidorah, since Ghidorah is gold and has 3 heads, and Wyvern is silver and has 2 heads. Well, at least I think he's silver. That's what I remember. Anyway, this is how there's no script, but this is how everything else went. Here we go. Gamera vs. Wyvern, 1972. Intended release date, 1972. Proposed director and special effects director, Noriaki Yuasa. I'm bad at pronouncing these names here, so I'm sorry if I'm pronouncing them wrong. Proposed writer, Nissan Takahashi. Proposed cast and characters, unknown. Proposed monsters, Gamera and Wyvern. That's it. So, basically, Daiei went bankrupt, and they didn't tell the crew, from what I remember. And they went up to the crew and said it to them. And the crew got so angry, they threw a riot, and they completely destroyed the studio, I believe, and everything, all of the content related to Gamera vs. Wyvern has been lost to time, sadly. They even smashed up the Wyvern suit with a hammer. If only those people knew how much I would have loved to see this monster, because it seems so cool. I know it's just a ripoff of King Ghidorah, but I would have loved to see Gamera fight this guy. The concept is really cool. I really enjoy this idea of a 2-headed silver dragon, because we haven't seen that in giant monster movies before, from at least Japan, from what I can think of. I believe they made a new Gamera suit and that got crushed too. And yeah, that's what happened. Eventually, Daiei did go on to make a grand finale to Gamera, which is Gamera the Super Monster. We don't talk about that, but in case you don't know, I might as well talk about it. Basically, since Daiei had no more money left, they went with a cheesy idea for a movie with the Superwoman and like Star Wars knockoffs. They got stock footage from all of the movies, so you can rewatch all of the greatest monster fights. And then it all gets ruined for you, because there's no point in watching the other movies since all the grand finales have been spoiled for you. And yeah, that's what Gamera the Super Monster is. It's a terrible Gamera movie, the worst of the bunch. There is one scene, though, where Gamera walks past a Godzilla poster and knocks it down. You know, it's just like a normal-sized poster that you would find in, like, someone's room, and then he knocks it down with his tail. I did find that gag amusing. I think it was in this film, but if it wasn't, then there are no good sides to this film. But anyway, what do you think of this film? Be sure to tune in next week to see Subaraya's take on Godzilla. In case you don't know who or what Subaraya Productions is, they created the Ultraman series. So, won't that be fun? This is one of the most notorious canceled Godzilla films of all time. It's Godzilla vs. Redmoon. That's all for now. Goodbye.